We'll just, start with Janai. Obviously, his right shoulder kind of came right back. He did it a year ago, so he's had some experience with it. We'll take a look at it tomorrow and tell you more. But we hope he's going to be okay. Other guys stepped up, 50 points off the bench. It's most obvious. Obviously, Chaney Johnson was dominant. Chaney plays best against our most physical opponents. Georgia State plays hard and physical. Got some tough kids, and Chaney always plays better in those situations. And I'm really proud of him. Nobody works harder than Chaney. Ira Bowman's in the gym with him all the time, and they've created he's got a really nice inside-out game. He hasn't shot the ball yet from the perimeter. Wait till he can shoot it, and when we get that aspect going, I thought Turtle, Jaheim Husson did a really nice job coming in there in those minutes. 3 assists and no turnovers, so we were able to run our offense with him out there, and it'll give us. We'll have to obviously get him for some more time as far as against Purdue. Denver continues to shoot the ball, really, really well. But defensively, that was important to keep those guys down a little bit because they're average 75. They got some really good one-on-one players that run some good stuff. And I thought our guys turning them over 20 times and, pretty good defense. With the exception of getting beat on the boards a little too much, I thought it was a pretty solid effort.
Mike, then Ferg.
Coach, you guys rebounded pretty well without Janai in there. How will this affect your lineups moving forward if he's out for an extended period?
Well, I don't know. Again, we'll figure it out. We'll know more tomorrow. But if he wouldn't be available, I'm sure Chaney Johnson would be moving in because Chaney could be starting this year very easily. And so it would affect certainly. You lose maybe one of the best players in college basketball, certainly a Player of the Year candidate. But again, we'll know a lot. We'll know a lot more tomorrow.
Ferg and then Peter.
Bruce, their top 2 guards, 3 of 18 from the field, 0 of 7 from deep. I mean, this has kind of been a theme for y'all in the backcourt defensively, just holding those guys down. Just what was the key to slowing them down?
Nutter comes in averaging, 16 and shooting above 50%. He's 1 for 7. Tanari Lane, is a great 3-point shooter. I think combination of a little bit of our length, our guards. It was a bit of a bugaboo for us a year ago. It was, and I think I'm gonna give Denver Jones the credit for leading our guards, and then I'm gonna give the other guards credit for just putting more time and attention, effort, and energy into it.
Peter and then Daryl.
Because obviously you guys,
Big part of the difference between this year and last year is the way our guards are defending. Big.
because obviously you guys came out, had a big second half, shot almost 60% from the field. What was there anything that changed in the second half, or was it more just kind of getting into another rhythm?
For who? The team or the team overall?
Yeah.
Second half we have the offense in front of the bench. Fatigue is a factor. When McMillan plays 39 minutes, he don't plays the whole game. He got tired out there, and we're even without Janai. Look at the balance of our minutes, and I just think it sort of takes its toll. You only have so much energy to be able to guard what we run and handle the way we defend and make you work for catches. People get tired after they play us. You look at the record of teams in league play the day after the next game and after they play Auburn. It's not very good.
Coach, at halftime, you guys were down -9 rebound differential. What did you say to the team? And you ended up 34-34. You evened that up. But what was your message to them to kind of get the boards back where they needed to be?
We went through the rebounding totals at halftime. I read off the entire rebounding totals, and basically, Denver had Chaney had 6 rebounds, but everybody else was not really where they needed to be. And so we talked about what we needed to do and needed to stop passing on some physical plays.
Bruce, how important was that run early in the second half? They hit a 3 coming out. You guys going 11-0 run to kind of seize control.
Yeah, because they made that 3 ball, and then we actually did not score, and they could have I think they could have cut it down closer, but they had a miss. Yeah, I would have given them a little bit of hope in the margin, but to to have a 31-point spread in the second half against a Sun Belt team that's going to compete for that championship with Arkansas State and Troy and a couple other teams. It's it's good, but at the same time, and again, look, our guys respected our opponent, and you got to respect Georgia State. They played Kentucky, they played Mississippi State, they played some really really good teams. And we know a lot of those kids because those kids have been in my camp for years, and most of those kids are from Atlanta. We looked at all those guys at different times, whether it's coming out of high school, the transfer portal. I know some of their families, and they're at a really good spot at Georgia State.
Matt and Berg.
Bruce, I think we talked a week ago about Denver not having to score to really make an impact on a game, and then of course the next two games he comes out and really scores. Just what does that say about his ability to turn it up when he has to or needs to?
I mean, don't you feel he's going to make it every time he shoots it? I mean, and our guys have done a pretty good job of getting him open and setting good screens. And again, the offense has got some. We got some guys that can shoot it. We got some guys that can set some pretty good screens. We'd like to, and to score 100 points without our best player is great. But we talk about this all the time, and this is just for kids out there, just for kids. We all want our opportunity, and we all want to get our play calls. We all want the minutes, and in life we all want certain things. God's got a plan for us, and you never know when it's going to be your time. We're all going to get our opportunity, but the question is, when you didn't get the opportunity that you wanted, when you wanted it and you didn't get it, what are you going to do? Are you going to stay right, and are you going to stay ready? Chaney Johnson's not starting. So what? Chaney Johnson's putting the work in. Don't have Janai. Who do we go to? Chaney Johnson. He delivers. Great example of staying right. Didn't hear a word from him because we got the ball. We got the ball inside of Janai Broom over and over again. Got the ball inside of Chaney Johnson. He was ready. And I thought Jaheim Hudson also, again, did a good job of just, filling in. Plays 16 minutes or whatever he plays and doesn't have a turnover. That's good.
Berg and then Tom with the last question.
Bruce, on a night when Chad's shot wasn't falling, he goes 11-11 from the line, 6 assists, plus 25 for you. Just what does that say about him? Just his
I mean,
ability to
Chad
keep
affects
winning?
the game in a lot of ways. If he's making, he's probably upset that he was 4 for 11, and we're going to visit with him about that, getting better shots, getting better looks. He shoots at a much higher percentage. That he's a very very efficient player. So the fact that he's 4-11 will bother him. And did make he missed a lot of jump shots that he normally makes.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, thanks guys. Thank you guys.